here at Midvale Speedway, clear back on April 25th. The main sponsors for tonight's racing is Music and Sun Heating and Cooling, New Image Homes, Russmore Concrete, Dower Distributing, Mid-Vid Videos, and Gordon Printing.
95 is not here, right?
95, I haven't seen that. Who else was it? 29 here?
Okay, would everyone please stand and remove their hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Tracks super clean. That's nice.
Yeah.
Come on, Craig.
Does not belong up there either. That belongs to there. 2 and 28 tail. They weren't even going to start that.
They were not supposed to start this race in the first place. Chris said if we're going to run it, they're going to rear.
Yeah.
Okay, we're actually giving
Right.
How many is that right? To the tail. Got it.
Thank you.
You didn't want to start originally, you aren't going to start.
Once
I
again,
understand that, yeah.
welcome to Midvale Speedway. We're going to get to try to get tonight's racing program all the way finished. Weather permitting.
Mother weather permitting.
Yeah. You liked that, didn't you?
Mother weather permitting.
Yeah.
We thought something else.
Yeah, Craig, I can't.
No, not
Okay, here's your lineup. And number 7, we'll bring him in. That's Don Rufner Jr. from Dover, Ohio. On the outside of him, number 59, that's Richard Stallmaker from Massillon. Then back on the second row, it's 3T William Aviol. On the outside of him is number 29, Dan Gosser. Randy Rice in 41, Kevin McClintock in 38, Keith Thomas 34, Jimmy Orr 28, Randy Doolin in number 1,
somebody else.
Wild Bill Bittaker in 32, Joe Liner 28, and Jamie Warner in number 2. We got a green as they exit turn number 4.
Yeah.
Down to turn 1. Oh, we got Jimmy Orr and Randy Rice.
We finally fell down.
Turn number 1, caution out.
That's a complete.
Yeah.
One lap in.
White flag is out. Next time we should be going racing. 15 laps they'll go. 15 green flag or racing laps.
You do that after work yourself, Ray.
Don Rufner Jr. Richard Stallmaker will bring him in. Total restart. We got a green coming out of 4. Down to turn 1, it's Richard Stallmaker in 59. Dan Gosser on the outside in 29. Moves up that second spot. Here comes Kevin McClintock in 38. Looks like Jimmy Orr and Randy Rice are back into it, going into turn 3. Don Rufner Jr. is having mechanical trouble. He's falling back. Kevin McClintock on the inside of Richard Stallmaker going for the lead down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3. Out of 4, your new race leader is Kevin McClintock in 38. Richard Stallmaker second. Dan Gosser hangs on to third, but here comes Keith Thomas on the inside in 34. Oh, no!
That was 59, right up into
Keith Thomas all tore up.
You get all that? We lost what?
Dean, aren't we supposed to be double file? Okay, whatever.
Change your mind, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Bill never gets that.
Got a green. Kevin McClintock in 38. On the inside, Randy Doolin in 1, getting by William Aubule down the backstretch. Trying to bring Bill Bittiger with him. They're side by side as they go into turn number 3. Out of 4, Randy now has third, bringing Wild Bill Bittiger with him in 32. As Kevin McClintock showing the way in 38. Randy Rice back there, Jimmy Orr in 28. Joe Leinert in the other 28. Jamie Warner, Don Rufner Jr., and Richard Stallmaker. On the outside goes Randy Doolin for second. Dan Gosser still has it as they go into 1 out of 2. Gosser on the inside, Doolin on the outside. They're side by side down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3. Coming on lap number 5 this time by. 5 in as Randy Doolin takes over second on the outside. But here comes Gosser back. Dan can't hold on to it. He's falling back to 4th. On the outside of him comes Wild Bill Bittiger in 32. Bittiger on the outside, Gosser on the inside. Bill takes over 3rd as they go into turn number 1. Jimmy Orr trying to get on the outside of Randy Rice back there. As Kevin McClintock shows the way in 38. Halfway. Kevin McClintock in 38 shows the way. Randy Doolin in 2nd in 1. Then Wild Bill Bittiger in 32. Dan Gosser's in that 4th spot. William Aubule 5th. Randy Rice in 6th. Jimmy Orr 7th. Joe Leinert 8th. Caution coming out. Don Rufner Jr. in the infield. For 28, Roger Leinert's son, Joe Leinert in 28 white, Jamie Warner in 2, and Richard Stallmaker in 59. 8 laps in, 7 to go. Rained out Detroit Iron feature coming back at you. Got a green. Down to turn 1, out of 2 is still Kevin McClintock, but here comes Randy Doolin. And here comes Wild Bill Bittaker then to turn number 3. Keep your eyes on that number 2 spot. Randy Doolin's got his eyes on number 1. 38, Kevin McClintock as they go down the backstretch. 1, 2, and 3 are right there. 5 laps to go by the flagman. 5 more times around they'll go. Kevin McClintock shows the way in a 38 special. Randy Doolin in 2nd, Wild Bill Bittaker 3rd, Dan Gosser 4th, William Obule in 5th. Wild Bill Bittaker goes a little bit hard into turn 2. Down the backstretch, he's on the outside. Pulls up. Can't make a move as they come into 4. Kevin McClintock still showing the way. Your battle for 2nd between Randy Doolin and Wild Bill Bittaker. Dan Gosser's got 4th in hand with William Obule in 5th.
Coming up on what?
Lap 14.
Coming up on 14?
Yeah.
White flag should be coming out next time by. Bill Bittaker dives down on the inside. They're side by side as they go into 3. White flag is coming out. Seconds up for grabs between Bill Bittaker and Randy Doolin. Down into turn number 1. Kevin McClintock still shows the way, but your battles for 2nd. Bill Bittaker pulls away as your 2nd place car. Down the backstretch they go. Into turn 3. One more time. They can see the checker flag. Your race winner is going to be Kevin McClintock in 38. Bill Bittaker 32. Randy Doolin finished 3rd. And Dan Gosser, William Obule, Jimmy Orr, Jamie Warner, Joe Leinert, and Richard Stallmaker.
All 3 weeks now, I got this feature.
Picking up the feature in the Detroit Iron Racing Division, the rained out feature from weeks ago.
Sounds good to me.
Kevin McClintock in 38. Okay, it looks like we're moving into the Ohio E-Mods. First heat of the evening. Number 0 out there is Scott Marino. Foster Mackey in 30. Baldy Baker Jr. in 75. Roger Miller in M2. Glenn Jewell in 24. John Wilson 33. 1J is Jack Ripley. And on the outside of him, looks like it's going to be 1T Todd Ripley, his son. White flag's out by Chunky. They'll be going racing next time by. The Ohio E-Mods making their first stop of the year here at Midvale Speedway. Over 20 of them in the pits tonight. Mighty fine field of Ohio E-Mods.
He must want scratch.
John Wilson taking scratch on his own. Okay, white flags being displayed. Scott Marino will bring him in this time. Baldy Baker on the outside of him in 75. Foster Mackey in 30. Roger Miller in the M2 car. Glenn Jewell in 24. Todd Ripley on the inside and Jack Ripley on the outside in the 1 cars. Motors are revving up as they go into 4. We got a green. Down to turn number 1. It's Scott Marino in 0 on the inside. Baldy Baker Jr. on the outside. Baldy takes it hard to turn number 3. Comes away your race leader. Awesome power coming out of that Baldy Baker machine there this evening. Scott Marino in the 2nd. Glenn Jewell, Foster Mackey side by side. They go down the backstretch. Todd Ripley on the inside of Foster Mackey trying to get that 4th spot. And here comes Jack Ripley with him. Takes over 5th. Foster Mackey, Roger Miller round out their field as Baldy Baker Jr. in 75 shows the way. Scott Marino hangs on to 2nd. But here comes Glenn Jewell in 24 and Todd Ripley in 1T. On the inside, we're going to have 3 abreast as they go into 3. Todd backs off. Halfway this time. Halfway coming out. Side by side between Scott Marino and Glenn Jewell. They go into turn number 1. Glenn on the outside. Scott on the inside. They're bound out for 2nd and 3rd. And the Ripley boys are right behind them in 4th and 5th. Father and son. Glenn Jewell now tries to inch away into that 2nd spot. Here comes Scott Marino back. Still side by side for that 2nd spot. As Baldy Baker Jr. shows the way, Scott Marino hangs on to 2nd, but coming on the outside is Glenn Jewell. Jack Ripley and Todd Ripley side by side. White flag coming out for Baldy Baker Jr. Your race is for 2nd on back. Scott Marino hangs on the inside. Glenn Jewell hammering hard on the outside. Your race winner is going to be Baldy Baker, but the battles for 2nd on back. Scott Marino, Glenn Jewell, Todd Ripley, Jack Ripley, Roger Miller, Foster Mackey. But your race winner from Strasburg, Ohio, number 75, is Baldy Baker Jr. Okay, moving into your 2nd heat, the Ohio E-Mods. Number 19 will bring him in. That's Butch Erickson in 19. On the outside of him is 42. That's Tony Urdalis in 42. Back on the inside, 2nd row, 56, Mike Abramacek in 56. On the outside of him is 09. That is Bob Kachenko Jr. in 09. 9K. Mark Howell brings on the inside to the 3rd row. On the outside of him, number 18, that's Brian Erickson in 18. And 12 out there is Randy Smith. White flag's out. We'll be going racing for the Ohio E-Mod 2nd heat. Coming out of 4, we got a green. Butch Erickson leads him down the front stretch into turn number 1. Tony Urdalis is in that second spot. Here comes Mike Abramichek in 56 and in third. Mark Howell's fourth. Bob Kachenko Jr. is in fifth. Side by side for that fourth spot between Mark Howell and Bob Kachenko Jr. As Butch Erickson in 19 shows the way. Tony Urdalis is in that second spot in 42. Mike Abramichek is in third in 56. Mark Howell in 9K. Bob Kachenko 09. Randy Smith in 12. And Brian Erickson in 18. Make up your field. Second heat. Mark Howell and Bob. Mark Howell and Mike Abramichek into turn number 3 brings out a caution. White flag will be out this next time by. Butch Erickson will bring him in. Tony Urdalis will be on and flanking him on the outside. Double file restart here in the Ohio E-Mods for second heat of the evening.
Oh, he's staring down at it.
If there's a way, he'll have him out there. He's good.
He hit everybody.
I'll tell you what, Grandpa Gene's walking off the slope. I went over there today, got a set of rotors spray cans off of him barely. He said he's got some virus. Awesome. Called the doctor there.
They're all bunched up as they go into 3. We got a green as they exit turn number 4. Butch Erickson out in front in 19. Mike Abramichek on the inside, challenging Tony Urdalis for that second spot. Tony pulls away, still in second. They go into turn number 3. Randy Smith moves up in that 12 car. Bob Kachenko Jr. right behind him in 09. Halfway this time by, halfway for Butch Erickson in 19. Tony Urdalis still hangs on to second. Mike Abramichek's in that third spot. Randy Smith fourth. Bob Kachenko Jr. is in fifth. Mark Howell and Brian Erickson in 18. Butch Erickson still shows the way. Tony Urdalis is trying to catch him as they go into turn number 3. Randy Smith on the outside, challenging Mike Abramichek for that third spot. White flag will be coming out this next time by. White flag falls on Butch Erickson as they cross the line. In turn 1, one more time they'll go. Down to the backstretch, Butch Erickson. In number 19, Tony Urdalis holds on to second in 42. Randy Smith makes one more driving Can't do it because they come out of 4. It's 19, 42, 56, 12, 09, 9K, and 18. Number 48. It's Foster Mackey Sr., 48. 99 is Don Marino. M3, Dave Mamaw in 3. Danny Blueball in 5. 15 is Tommy Carr. And 12 out there, Bill Brandt, as we get a green.
50-50's up to 150.
Foster Mackey Sr. We go 3 abreast as they go into 3. Danny Blueball takes over the lead. And we got a caution coming out for Foster Mackey Sr. Flat tire looks like on 48. White flag will be out this next time by Don Marino. Will bring him in. On the outside of him is Dave Mumaw. Making a move up to the 3rd spot, Danny Blueball in number 5. 15 is Tommy Carr and 12, Bill Brandt.
Remember that line breaking up to me? So I'll keep playing. Okay. He's up massive.
Green lights shows we got a green. Down the turn number 1, it's Dave in number 3 showing the way. Don Marino in 2nd. Danny Blueball on the inside, trying to take over that 2nd spot as they go into that number 2 turn.
Blue ball on the inside.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Danny Blueball trying to catch your race leader. Down the back stretch they go. Battle backer for that 4th spot between Tommy Carr and Bill Brandt. Danny Blueball has caught your race leader. Can he get by him? Halfway, coming out this time. They're side by side to go into 3. Out of 4, your new race leader is Danny Blueball in number 5. What a pass down the front stretch. Danny Blueball, your new race leader. Side by side back here for 4th. Tommy Carr and Donnie Marino. Next time by, the white flag will be out.
White flag this time. White flag.
Down the turn 1, out of 2, down the back stretch they go one more time.
So if you give Ron's attention, they need even to switch
Coming out of 4, your race winner is going to be number 5, Danny Blue Ball. Then 3, 12, 15, and 99. Late model sportsman on the pole. From New Philadelphia in the Haas Body Shop, prepared number 05 is Mike Gillen. On the outside of him in 21 from Stone Creek, Ohio in the PJ Arms and Archery, Route 39 Salvage. It's Kenny Stevens in 21. Back on the inside, 83. It's from Massillon, Ohio in the R&R Auto Sales, Herm's Place in Massillon. It's Jim Rambud in 83 as the white flag falls. One more lap will be racing. On the outside is number 7 from New Philadelphia, Budweiser, Dover Hydraulics, Sugar Creek Hardwoods. It's Tom the Farmer Smith. Then the next row, 24, that's Steve Gillen from New Philadelphia, Ohio. On the outside of him, your fastest qualifier this evening from Strasburg, it's Marcus Malquid in 75. We got a green. Down to turn 1, out of 2, it's Mike Gillen, your race leader down the backstretch. Kenny Stevens on the outside, Jim Rambud back on the inside. As they exit turn number 4, it's Mike Gillen from New Philadelphia, your race leader. Jim Rambud has moved up that second on the inside. Steve Gillen trying to catch him for third. As Steve...
8 laps.
8 laps still go, 8 laps. Kenny Stevens caught on the outside. Mike Gillen shows the way in the 05 car. Jim Rambud in second in 83. Kenny Stevens third. Steve Gillen fourth.
Must have on new skins.
Coming up on halfway this time. Halfway. Steve Gillen on the inside. Kenny Stevens on the outside. Steve now jumps to the outside, trying to get by Rambud for that second spot. Chunky moves back. Marcus Malcolm trying to move up now. He's in that 4th spot. Mike Gillen still shows the way in the 05 car. Steve Gillen now into second. White flag coming out. White flag is showing to Mike Gillen, Steve Gillen on the outside, side by side as they go into turn number 2, down the backstretch. One more time, they're side by side as they go into 3. Will be Mike Gillen, will be Steve Gillen. Coming out of 4, on the outside, it's Steve Gillen in 24. What a race for that first heat race here tonight in the late model sportsman. Okay, moving into the second heat. On the pole from Uricksville, Ohio, in the Snap-on Tool Gundy Construction, it's Mark Stryker in 77. On the outside of him, number 74 from Randolph, Ohio, it's Jack McGrath. Back on the inside, it's Tim Cohen in 41. On the outside of him, number 34 from Massillon, Ohio, it's Jeff Smith in the Downtown Ford Standards Testing Labs, 34. Next row back, 64 from Uricksville, Ohio, the D&B Machine Trenton Service, it's Tom Garbrand in 64. 84 flanks him on the outside from Kilmore, Ohio, in the WWF Brookridge and Good Shepherd Boxy, it's George Hill in 84. And bringing in the rear, number 4, John Ramsey from Massillon. We got a green. Down to turn 1 out of 2, it's Mark Stryker in 77. Jack McGrath on the outside in 74. Timmy Cohen in 41. It's in that third spot. Side by side as they cross the line, it's Mark Stryker in 77. Jack McGrath now pulls away as your new race leader. 3 abreast, they go into 3. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Timmy Cohen in that second spot. Mark Stryker falls back to third. Jeff Smith in that 4th spot. 5th is Tom Garbrand, and then George Hill in 84. Jack McGrath from Randolph, Ohio shows the way in the 74 car. Timmy Cohen trying to catch him. Down the front stretch they go. Side by side they go into turn number 3 as Jack McGrath still pulls away your race leader, but here comes Timmy on the outside. Tom Garbrand has moved up to third. He's caught the race leader. They touch it, they go out of 2. Here comes Garbrand on the inside. 3 abreast down the back stretch they go. Into turn number 3, Tom Garbrand will pull away your race leader. Tom Garbrand, your new race leader. Timmy Cohen dirt tracks it into turn number 2. Falls back to that third spot. Tom Garbrand from Uricksville, Ohio, your new race leader in 64. Jack McGrath in 2nd. Timmy Cohen 3rd. Jeff Smith 4th. White flag will be out this time by Jeff Smith trying to catch Timmy Cohen down the backstretch. That's for 3rd spot. As they go into turn number 3, Jeff trying to get in there. Timmy holds him off. As they cross the line, it's going to be Tom Garbrand, Jack McGrath, Timmy Cohen, Jeff Smith, Mark Stryker, George Hill, and number 4, John Ramsey out there. On the pole, number 39, from Deersville, Ohio, in the Dales Heating, Cooling, Cope Tractor Repair Shop. From Deersville, it's Keith Cope in 39. On the outside of him, in 77, from Uricksville, in the Uricksville Sandblasting, Greens Heating and Cooling. Number 77 is Mike Dines. Mike Gillen Jr. flanks in the 2nd row. He's from New Philadelphia, Ohio. On the outside of him is Rich Schweitzer in 77. In the new Image Homes Trico Construction, 77. Back on the inside, number 70 from New Philadelphia, Ohio, in the KDM Transport Truck Sales, it's Ryan Tedesco. The white flag comes out. On the outside of him from New Philadelphia, Ohio, it's Doug McMillan, last year's season point champion in 54. And in the final row from New Philadelphia, Ohio, in the RJ Builders Performance Graphics Russmore Concretes, Kenny Carroll. And on the outside of him is A.P. Wren from New Philadelphia. Your track. Here we go. Down to turn one, it's Keith Cope. We got a caution, no start. Caution is out. Bad start. 57 out there. A.P. Wren from New Philadelphia has the track record, I believe, in this division. White flag's out. We'll get a total restart. Keith Cope from Deersville will bring him in. Mighty Mike Dines on the outside of him. We got a green.
Do it again. Put that yellow away. Let him race. Let him race.
They're all bunched back there. Ryan Tedesco. Mike Dines solid that wheel. They go enter turn number 4. Keith Cope is your race leader. Mike Dines in second. Ryan Tedesco moving up in that 3rd spot. Kenny Carroll coming from the back of the pack. He's up to that 4th spot. On the outside of him is Mike Gillen Jr. And here comes A.P. Wren in 57. Keith Cope, your race leader from Deersville, Ohio. And Dale's Heating Cooling 39 special out there. Here goes Kenny Carroll on the inside. Challenging for that 2nd spot between him and Mighty Mike Dines in 77. Side by side as they cross the line. Here comes A.P. Wren now. He's challenging Mighty Mike for that 3rd spot. On the inside as Keith Cope still shows the way in 39 out there. Halfway by the flagman this time by. Keith Cope. Kenny Carroll. A.P. Wren, Ryan Tedesco, Mighty Mike Dines, Doug McMillan, Mike Gillen Jr., and Rich Schweitzer out there. Keith looks in that rear view mirror. He can see Kenny Carroll coming. Keith Cope keeps it low, going out of 4. Kenny looks to the outside of him as they go into turn number 2. Here comes A.P. Wren. Don't forget about him. He's battling for that 2nd spot now. White flag will be coming out. A.P. on the inside. Kenny on the outside as they cross the line for the white flag as Keith Cope still shows the way. Oh, they touch going into turn number 1. Out of 2, it's still Keith Cope down the backstretch. Here they go into turn 3. Kenny Carroll on the outside, Keith Cope on the inside, A.P. Wren right behind them. As they cross the line, it's going to be Keith Cope, Kenny Carroll, A.P. Wren, Ryan Tedesco, Dines out there racing. Man, we...
Well, the girl that works with Lou Ann Hunt.
Micro-reality.
Okay, moving to the second heat. On the pole from Cadiz, Ohio, it's Bob Swan in number 8. On the outside of him is Chris Errett in 85. Number 1, Tandy Friley from Uricksville, Ohio. Rob Julian flanks him on the outside in 21 as the white flag will be out this time by Bob the Animal Eichel from Sugar Creek, Ohio.
Hang on, Chuck. We got another one coming.
33, C.W. Moreland out there. 48 is Honky John Tanarelli in 48. John Ramser in 40. And trying to catch the field, it's Mario Kelly in 28. We got a green. Oh, man, there's the yellow coming out. Yellow is out.
Yeah, that's good. That's what it should be. Hello, everyone paying attention. Hello.
Yeah, but Bob Swan.
Get it, Johnny and Fry.
In. Chris Errett in 85 will be on his outside. Tandy Friley in 1. Rob Julian in 21. Bob Eichel 69. C.W. Moreland in 33. John Tanarelli in 48. 40 is John Ramser, and Mario Kelly, I believe, is in 26 this evening. White flag next time by. We'll be going back to racing here at Midvale Speedway.
That looked pretty.
I'm sorry, I didn't look pretty. No, it needed to know. How do you like buttons?
It's gone.
I'm worried about that now. Oh, we forgot. I'm gonna settle down, fellas. I'm ready to go.
That 8 car painted will be a pretty decent looking
Yes,
car.
it will.
Yeah, it-
Yes,
well,
if he survives the heat race.
Well, being on front of my
Bob Swan, Chris Errett will bring him in. We got a green as they exit turn number 4. Down the turn number 1, out of 2 from Cadiz, Ohio. It's Bob Swan, your race leader. Tandy Friley, and here comes Rob Julian up in 21. Bob the Animal Eichel back here in that 4th spot. Bob Swan leads lap 1. Tandy Friley moves to that 2nd spot. Rob Julian on the outside. He's in 3rd. Bob Eichel 4th. As Bob Swan shows the way in the 8 car. Bob Eichel trying to move up in 69. John Tanarelli back here in 48. We're side by side for that 2nd spot between Tandy Friley and Rob Julian. Oh, Bob Eichel in the infield, back on the racetrack.
Keep it going. It's gonna get no yellow on yet.
Bring him around. Give him another lap. No.
Yella coming out.
69 and
21.
21.
White flag will be out the next time by. 3 laps into this street stock heat race. Bob Swan from Cadiz, Ohio will bring him in. Tandy Friley second. John Tannerelli in third. C.W. Moreland fourth. John Ramser. Chris Errett in 85. Bob Eichel. Then Rob Julian. Got a green. Tandy Friley's going to have his hands full back there for that second spot. On the outside comes C.W. Moreland in 33, trying to challenge John Ramser there for that 5th spot. C.W. on the outside, Ramser on the inside. As Bob Swan still shows the way in number 8. Tandy Friley hangs on to second. John Tannerelli in third, Ramser fourth, and C.W. Moreland fifth. Ramser on the inside now. He's trying to get third away from John Tannerelli on the inside.
Coming up on lap 7, should be white flag.
Ramser on the inside. Takes over second. White flag coming out. Ramser on the inside. Swan on the outside. John Ramser, your new race leader. Bob Swan back to second. Down the backstretch. One more time they go. Your race winner is Ramser, Swan, Friley, John Tannerelli, C.W. Moreland, Bob Eichel, Rob Julian, and Chris Errett out there. Okay, moving into the Detroit Irons. On the pole from Steubenville, Ohio, number 51, it's Bill Westlake. On the outside of him, from Uricksville, Ohio, it's Tim Dreher. In the M&M Car Care, M&M Construction, prepared special. Back on the next row back, 28 white, Joe Leinert from New Philadelphia, Ohio. On the outside of him, in the black 28, from Denison, Ohio, it's Jimmy Orr. Next row back, number 34, Keith Thomas from Uricksville. On the outside of him from New Philadelphia, it's Wild Bill Bittaker in 32. And starting last in number 38, from Dover, Ohio, it's Kevin McClintock in 38. They're side by side as they go down the backstretch. All bunched up as they go into turn number 3. They start to pick up the pace. Got to agree. Down to turn 1 and 2. It's Bill Westlake in 51. Tim Dreher in second at 73. And coming up is Jimmy Orr in the 28 black car. Up the 4th comes Wild Bill Bittaker in 32. Jimmy Orr on the inside. Tim Dreher on the outside for 2nd place. Tim can't hold it down. He falls back to that 4th spot as Bill Bittaker slides into 3rd, coming out of 2. Bill Westlake from Steubenville out in front. Jimmy Orr's breathing down his neck. He's in that second spot, but here comes Bill Bittaker up to third. Jimmy Orr on the outside, Westlake on the inside. Side by side they go, it's halfway. Bill Westlake showing the way. Here comes Wild Bill Bittaker up in 32. In the second.
Power.
Down the front stretch they go. Bill Westlake on the inside. Bill Bittaker on the outside. Down the back stretch, side by side they go. Going into turn number 3. Bill Bittaker, your new race leader.
Hey, Chris.
Bill Westlake back to second. Here comes Jimmy Orr now. They're side by side as they go into 1. Joe Liner back there in that 4th spot.
You get around the phone, give Barb a call.
Tim Dreher in 73 on the outside of him. White flag coming out. Your battle for second right there between Bill Westlake and Jimmy Orr as Bill Bittaker shows the way down the back stretch to go. One more time. Into turn 3. Out of 4, your battles for second. As Bill Bittaker wins it, Bill Westlake will finish second. Jimmy Orr third. Tim Dreher, Joe Liner, Kevin McClintock, and Keith Thomas. Okay, moving into the second heat. On the pole, number 98, Larry Ennis in 98. 3T out there, William Abiel.
Yeah.
Roger Leinert in 111 tonight. On the outside of him is Don Rufner
Told
Jr.
Ron in the infield over the radio to tell him.
Richard Stallmaker in 59. 71, no identification on him. And Jamie Warner in number 2. White flag will be out. Next time by we'll be racing.
I can give it. Big story in back of that.
Here we go. We got a green. William Abiel in 3T jumps out in the lead as they go into turn number 1. Oh, Nelly.
I'll see what I can do.
They hit again. They're still going at it.
Roger still got control. Oh. Yellow out. No, he did. Complete. Yellow.
Yellow's out.
3:03, and it's their last time through.
How old are you?
52.
52?
He's gonna be at least 8 more.
Nah, maybe 2 or 3.
He loves it.
That's the problem. They leave me alone because they can't mess with me. They know I tell them, shove it up there, you know what?
We got a green. William Obule down to turn number 1. Your race leader. Here comes Dan Gosser in 29 up to second. Jamie Warner on the outside up to third. As Larry Ennis in 98 falls back. 7 on the outside of him, Don Rufner Jr. now. And then no identification on 71.
We got black flags on the...
Yeah, leave that poor guy alone.
I'm a black flag anyway.
William Obule shows the way in the 3T car.
Poor kid.
Black flag. Is it? Hey, he doesn't say. That's close enough.
Give him one. Give him one more.
They laugh at you.
Give him one.
Dan Gosser holds on to second. Jamie Warner trying to get him for third.
Okay, that's good enough.
Black flag the leader. Black flag the leader.
Black flag is going to be coming out for 3T out there. Your new race leaders are going to cross the line. Is going to be 28, Dan Gosser. 29, Dan Gosser. Dan Gosser, your new race leader. Jamie Warner is in second now. Jamie Warner takes it hard into turn number 3. He's going to loop it going into 4.
All by himself.
Bob don't know it, Chucky. He ain't gonna stop.
98 pulling off. Get it.
Yellow is out.
Yeah, 111.
White flag being displayed. Dan Gosser, your race leader.
Should be 4.
Second place now is Don Rufner Jr. Jamie Warner in third. Fourth, Larry Ennis.
This looks like more like a bus.
Got a green.
Try it again. Don't like that spinning out in the third room.
Okay, he didn't knock touch the wall. Not good.
Jamie Warner slides up beside Don Rufner Jr. as they go into turn number 3. Dan Gosser still shows the way. They battle for second. Rufner and Warner side by side. They go into 1. Rufner pulls away. 98 back in the infield. Rufner
By himself.
does it by himself in the infield.
He'll probably come out the track and stop now.
Dan Gosser showing the way.
Do that once.
Jamie Warner in second. White flag coming out for Dan Gosser. Down the backstretch they go one more time. Into turn number 3, Jamie Warner is going to run out. He's going to loop it again into turn number 3. Out of 4, your race winner. Don Rufner Jr. might get second. Oh, man. Oh, he's slowing. He blew up. Water. Don Rufner Jr. will finish second.
For your next home improvement job, give Keith Foundress a call.
No, sir,
At
I didn't hear
From Stone Creek, Ohio.
Let them put
There's your field. 25 green flag racing laps. What a field of Ohio E-Mods here tonight. Doug McMillan won the 50-50. Doug McMillan. Yeah. 25 laps still go. What a field of Ohio E-Mods assembled here tonight at Midvale Speedway.
Next week we got Legends.
Next week the Legends will be here at Midvale.
All kind of stuff going on.
Which one?
That's about what I told her.
One's yellow is which one?
Their legs broke or what?
Orange is
Yeah.
Jack and
Let me get you
the
some.
yellow is Todd. That would be nice.
Where you want it? That's it?
What a field here tonight for the Ohio E-Mods.
Large or small? What do you want?
No, I don't.
Here's large. No, here.
You guys want anything?
No, thanks.
You want one dog?
Just a plain dog. I'm just gonna stay in the tower and show That's some other problems during the speed. Them kids down there.
As the white flag comes out, we want everybody to get up on their feet, give these guys a big hand clap. They'll wave back to you. Let them know you appreciate them here at Midvale Speedway. What a fine field of Ohio E-Mods assembled here tonight. Let them hear you out there. As the white flag comes out, up on your feet, give them a standing ovation as they start, wave at them. "25 laps.
This is the largest field.
The largest field ever assembled of these Ohio E-Mods here at Midvale.
They make their own call, right?
The engines start to whine into turn number 3. Out of 4, we got a green. Into turn 1, out of 2, it's Brian Erickson out in front. Randy Smith in second. Baldy Baker Jr. high on the outsides in that third spot with Scott Marino in fourth. Caution coming out. 48 will bring out a caution, a complete restart.
He's always the one that don't want to pull him out. That pole right there is out.
Pole.
The whole pole's out. There's no breaker box at the bottom of the pole. You have to just open it up.
I understand that now, but I'm looking for a telephone pole down there by the building.
Well, tower, I'm sorry. Excuse me. My fault.
25 laps still go.
We got it. I don't know why.
Brian Erickson will bring them in. Randy Smith on the outside. Here we go again. One more time. We got a green. Oh, no. Tommy Carr will loop it down the front stretch.
I see food I eat.
You know, like
I don't drink vodka no more. Don't drink coffee. Some fill a little 50 out from behind. Make a little pop out. No caffeine.
Okay, we got a green.
Down there.
Would you kids get back away from the fence, please? I know you can't hear me. Get back from the fence. Brian Erickson showing the way in 18. On the outside, it's oh, we got some tire smoke coming from Brian Erickson, your race leader. Baldy Baker Jr. on the inside. Randy Smith in that third spot. Roger Miller in fourth. Scott Marino fifth. Glenn Jewell in that sixth spot. Side by side, Jack Ripley and John Wilson back there. Glenn Jewell on the inside of Scott Marino trying to get that fifth spot. Trying to bring Jack Ripley with him. Marino on the outside, Ripley on the inside.
Oh, got one stopped up there. Got a dead one in the water.
Got a dead one in the water up there coming out of 4. That's Scott Marino. White flag's been displayed. Double file restart. Over 20 of these cars in the pits tonight.
Good God, good God, Gertie, what a crash. Gertie and Maple. Man,
And the engines are revved up as they enter turn 4. Here we go. Baldy Baker Jr. on the outside. Erickson's able to pull away, still your race leader. Working lap coming up on 5 complete. Jack Ripley on the outside in the 1J car. Oh, we got a broken. Oh no! Bad crash in turn 1. Micah Bremacek in 56. Lost a motor going down into turn number 1. 19, Butch Erickson followed him into the wall. There's another car up there, can't make out its number.
send them on over. Start off.
20 laps to go.
Hey, the back fit lights ain't on. Can you turn the front of the bit? Them guys are back here parked in the dark. I don't know if they're going anyways. Because you didn't turn them on. All them guys behind your bit.
White flag coming out. 5 laps in, 20 to go. Brian Erickson will bring him in. On the outside of him, Baldy Baker Jr., Randy Smith, Roger Miller in that second row. Got a green. Baldy Baker Jr. takes her hard into turn 1. Erickson still got that inside groove. He's still your leader on the inside. Scott Marino back in the pits. Baldy Baker Jr. race leader. Brian Erickson in second. Randy Smith third. Glenn Joel fourth. And we got Jack Ripley looping up in turn number 3.
33 guys.
White flag being displayed. 6 laps in now, 19 to go.
There, I think.
Baldy Baker Jr. will bring him in. Butch Erickson,
Chris, I can't go up there Monday, but
Brian Erickson, excuse me, on the outside of him.
after that, I'm gonna take a day or two's vacation. If I have to go, I can go with them. I can go. After that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do 24 small? Green's come out.
White flag being displayed one more time. Baldy Baker Jr., Brian Erickson will bring him in. Randy Smith, Glenn Jewell out there. We got where we are racing. Randy Smith moves that second spot, falling back. Brian Erickson in 18, he's back to that third spot. On the outside, he's caught on the outside. Roger Miller moves into third. Todd Ripley's trying to follow him up through the pack. Todd on the inside of Brian. Can't make a move down the backstretch. Glenn Jewell now jumps back on the outside of Ripley. As Baldy Baker Jr. shows the way. Oh, we got Bob Kachenko Jr. in the infield.
Better get that yellow out there if you're going to kill somebody.
Yella coming out. Eight laps in. Here we go. Try her again. Got a green. Uh-oh. Jack Ripley in the infield. Baldy Baker Jr., your race leader. Roger Miller up to second. Side by side for third between Glenn Jewell and Randy Smith. Randy Smith on the outside in that fourth spot. Here comes Todd Ripley on the inside of him now. As Baldy Baker Jr. shows the way in the 75 car. Baldy Baker, your race leader. Roger Miller second. Glenn Jewell third. Todd Ripley fourth. Fifth is Randy Smith. Then Brian Erickson. Mark Carroll. Glenn Jewell just went by Roger Miller, and looks like Baldy Baker is breaking up. Baldy Baker Jr. is breaking up down the front stretch as he comes by the flagman this time. Glenn Jewell in second. Roger Miller third. Fourth is Todd Ripley. Then Randy Smith, Brian Erickson, and 9K and Mark Howe out there. Todd looks to the outside of Roger Miller. Hard to turn number 3. He still got third. Miller has it. Baldy Baker Jr., Glenn Jewell, Roger Miller, Todd Ripley. Oh! Yella coming out. White flag coming out.
Baldy's out now.
16 out there, right?
Baldy Baker Jr. now pulling in the infield.
He wasn't this.
White flag's been displayed. Got a green. Glenn Jewell on the inside. Todd Ripley on the outside. Oh! Back in the back.
Only 13 cars.
18 in, 7 to go.
Good man, Jake. 18. Awesome. Come to start.
We got a green. Coming out of 2, it's Todd Ripley, Glenn Jewell, Randy Smith, Brian Erickson, and Tony Urdalis out there. Todd Ripley out in front. Glenn Jewell in second. Randy Smith in third. Brian Erickson fourth. Urdalis in fifth. Mark Howe in sixth. Baldy Baker Jr. in seventh. Eighth is John Wilson. Ninth is Danny Blueball. And 10th out there. Erickson and Smith are into it for that third spot. Todd Ripley still shows the way.
White flag.
Oh, we got
No.
Bob Kachenko Jr. into the wall. He's able to get her to the pits.
18 and 12 by one.
You need a yellow.
Stop. Oh, come on.
White flag coming out. The final lap. Down to turn 3, one more time. Todd Ripley. Coming out of 4, it's Todd Ripley. Glenn Joel. Third's gonna be Tony Urdalis. Then Erickson, Baker, Howe, and Wilson.
Better tell the guy from Lodge you're gonna have problems in the pits with this 12 and 18.
One out. 50 laps they'll go this evening. This is Spring 50 for the late models here at Midvale. Jack McGrath, Timmy Cohen on the front row.
This is 50, right? This is 50 laps, Junkie, 50.
Down on turn 1, out of 2, it's Jack McGrath from Randolph, Ohio. Your race leader on the inside is Jeff Smith, trying to move up on the inside of Timmy Cohen. Jack McGrath showing the way. Jeff Smith in second. Timmy Cohen high on the outside. Mike Gilden in that 4th spot. Here comes Tom Garbrandt moving up in the 64 car on the outside.
This guy's going to screw up the race. We got to just get him out.
Black flag coming out for John Ramsey.
So Somebody needs to talk to him, Dean.
Jack McGrath still shows the way. Timmy Cohen holds on to second. Jeff Smith in that fourth spot as Tom Garbrandt gets by him on the outside for third. Glenn Joel now moves to the outside.
Coming up on 6.
Yeah. Looks like
Coming up on 6.
I'll tell you what's happening.
Jack McGrath still shows the way. Tom Garbrandt moves on the inside of Timmy Cohen, trying to get second. As they exit turn number 4, he pulls away in second. Jack McGrath's in first, Tom Garbrandt second. Third is Mike Gillen. Fourth, Timmy Cohen. Gillen goes to the outside of Tom Garbrandt. Fourth, Timmy Cohen. Fifth, Jeff Smith. Kenny Stevens back there. Farmer Smith. Steve Gillen. Marcus Malcutt. Tom trying to make a move on Jack down the front stretch. Couldn't make it. They go into 1 and 2. Jack still is your race leader. Kenny Stevens, Timmy Cohen side by side for that fourth spot. Tom Garbrandt now shoots the outside, down the backstretch. They're side by side down the backstretch, going to turn number 3. In the turn number 4, it's going to be Tom Garbrandt, exited your new race leader. Gillen on the inside, slides back past Jack McGrath for second. Tom Garbrandt out in front. Back there in the back for fourth spot is Timmy Cohen. Fifth is Jeff Smith. And Farmer Smith on the outside. Oh, we got George Hill looping and coming out of the turn number 4. Caution out. Right in front of Tom Garbrandt. That brings out a caution. 12 laps in. Tom Garbrandt, Mike Gillen, Jack McGrath, Timmy Cohen, Jeff Smith, Tom Smith, Kenny Stevens, Jim Rambud out there. We got a green. Steve Gillen gets by Jim Rambud, bringing Marcus Malcutt with him. Tom Garbrandt shows the way. Mike Gillen trying to get him on the inside. Can't do it as they cross the start-finish line. Farmer Smith and Jeff Smith side by side. For fifth spot back there. Farmer gets by. Now he's got his eyes set on Timmy Cohen on the outside. Farmer's on the move. Watch him on the outside. He's going to bring Steve Gillen and Marcus Malcutt with him on the outside. As Tom Garbrandt holds off Mike Gillen for that first spot. Jack McGrath's got his hands full now. Here comes Farmer Smith side by side with him as they go into turn number 2. Down the backstretch they go. Farmer Smith goes into third. Farmer Smith into third. Steve Gillen now up to fourth. Jack falling back a little bit as Marcus Malcutt gets by him. As Tom Garbrandt and Mike Gillen have separated themselves from the third place car. Gillen on the inside coming out of 2. Oh, he backs off before they go into 3. Tom Garbrandt still your race leader. Farmer Smith and Glenn and Steve Gillen side by side. Marcus Malcolm on the inside of Steve Gillen now. This is for fourth spot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Got Yella coming out. Kenny Stevens loops it up there in turn number 2. Gillen 4th, Marcus Malkwood 5th, Jack McGrath 6th. Here we go as they go into 4. We got a green. Tom Garbrandt still shows the way. Down the backstretch they go. Top 5, front to back. Gillen can't get him coming out of 4. Mike might have him this time. Down the backstretch they go. He dives down the inside. Side by side they go into 3. Out of 4. Mike Gillen, your new race leader. Tom's caught on the outside. Farmer Smith, here comes Steve Gillen, and Yella coming out.
45 in.
White flag's been displayed. Mike Gillen will bring him in. Got a green. Mike Gillen shows the way. Tom Garbrandt in second. Third is Marcus Malcolm. Looks to the outside of Tom Garbrandt. Three abreast going into turn number 3 there in the back.
In 77.
They're all in the back anyway.
Caution coming out. And Mark Stryker. Marcus looks to the inside of Tom Garbrandt. Can't make a move. They go into turn number 3. Farmer Smith's in the wall.
He's out of the car.
Got a green. Marcus shoots to the outside. Tom's able to hold him off this time, but here he comes back down the backstretch. Into second goes Marcus Malquit. Mike Gillen still shows the way. Marcus Malquit in second. Third is Tom Garbrandt. Fourth, Jim Rambud. Fifth, Jack McGrath. Then Jeff Smith, Timmy Cohen, and Mark Stryker. Side by side they go into one.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Marcus was
Mike Gillen, Marcus Malquit. 1-2. Marcus now on the outside one more time. Side by side down the backstretch. Marcus pulls away a little bit going into 3. Coming out of 4. They're back side by side.
Lord, he's in the third groove.
Mike Gillen coming back on the inside. Marcus on the outside. Marcus Malquit, your new race leader. Mike Gillen in second. Third, Tom Garbrandt. Fourth, Jim Rambud.
This is 36.
36 laps in right there. Jim Rambud's trying to get on the underside of Tom Garbrandt for that third spot, as Jeff Smith tries to get by Jack McGrath back there for 5th. Rambud, Tom Garbrandt. Third and fourth, Jack McGrath hanging on to fifth. Jeff Smith slides on the inside, gets by Jack McGrath for position.
Start 40.
That didn't go out the rest.
10 laps to go. Marcus Malcolm starting to pull away from Mike Gillen in that second spot. Third is Tom Garbrandt. He's got his hands full with Jim Rambud back there in fourth. Fifth is Jeff Smith. Sixth, Jack McGrath. Then Timmy Cohen and Mark Stryker out there racing.
Marcus went all the time before he won one night.
Marcus Malcolm out in front.
45.
45 in, that time by. Marcus Malcolm first, Mike Gillen in second, third still is Tom Garbrandt, fourth Jim Rambud, fifth Jeff Smith, sixth Jack McGrath, seventh Timmy Cohen, and eighth out there is Mark Stryker. White flag going to be displayed this time. It falls on Marcus Malcolm. Down the backstretch, one more time. Coming out of four, it's Marcus Malcolm. Mike Gillen will finish second. Third will be Tom Garbrandt. Fourth, Jim Rambud. Fifth, Jeff Smith. Then Jack McGrath, Timmy Cohen, and Mark Stryker.
McDonald's.
Bob's an old figure eight driver. I think he was waiting for the figure eights to come out on the track. And
Yes, sir.
25 laps. We got a green.
33 turning into the air. Flag. Good start.
Oh, Keith Cope.
33 turned into the air.
Mike Gillen Jr.
33 turned into the air. Coming on the corner there. Back about, let's go.
All right, white flags being displayed.
Going trend, man. Every time you see you lot
This
going up,
is too
course
up.
is going up.
This is too up and down. You got to be
Notice
high
that?
and low points.
Green flags out.
Oh, Maple, get the leg.
Oh, no. They're going to be... CW gets out of the way going to turn number 3. Bob Eichel out in front. John Tannerelli second. Keith Cope in that third spot. Rich Schweitzer fourth on the outsides. John Ramser fifth is Doug McMillan, AP Red, and Ryan Tedesco. They touch.
33's gone.
Out.
Yeah.
Ramser on the outside. Challenging for that second spot now.
Yep.
Here comes Doug McMillan on the outside.
Bob Swan went back to Caddy. 8's out.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bob Swan went back to Caddy. After we waited on him to go back.
Yeah, right.
John Ramser takes over the lead. Down the front stretch. Bob Eichel in second. John Tannerelli third. Here comes Doug McMillan on the outside. Keith Cope on the inside. Ryan Tedesco. Mario Kelly gets the black flag. Will he see it? That's what they said. Winners?
Chris Squire. Chad Squire. Oh, team. Chad Squire. 26.
Doug McMillan up into second. Ryan Tedesco follows behind him in third.
Get it one more time.
26 out. John Ramser, Doug McMillan, Ryan Tedesco, AP Wren, and side by side back there is Bob the Animal Eichel and Kenny Carroll. Kenny slides in that fifth spot now. Bob Eichel back to sixth. Rich Schweitzer and John Tannerelli back there. And here comes Keith Cope on the inside of Tannerelli.
You want to look at anything motor-wise? Load camera on 39. Get close to the track.
Yeah.
He's already yellow.
Caution coming out for Keith Cope. John Tannerelli, Mighty Mike Dines, Rob Julian, Tandy Friley, and Chris Arrett. Doug McMillan, oh, they tap going into one.
I said, hey, Al, they got
Got a green.
Hey, Roger 701.
Look at Julian back there.
Yeah, his brakes are a little warm.
Looks like old farming car.
John Ramser still showing the way. Doug McMillan looks to the outside.
Yeah, that brake should be that hot.
No, you're right. Yellow isn't hot at all. He'll catch fire here a little bit.
Brian Tedesco on the inside of Doug McMillan down the backstretch. This is for second and third as John Ramser shows the way yet. Brian Tedesco into second. Doug back to third. Oh, we got one going in the wall. It's Rich Schweitzer.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. One waving it. Chunky.
We're going to try her again. Got a green.
Yes, sir.
Race for the first spot or race for the second spot?
Yep. John Ramser shows the way. Ryan Tedesco in second. Third is Doug McMillan. Fourth is A.P. Wren. And fifth is Kenny Carroll. Then Bob Eichel. Ramser still hanging on. Tedesco right there. Comes Doug McMillan on the inside. John Ramser, Ryan Tedesco, Doug McMillan, A.P. Wren, Kenny Carroll, Bob Eichel, John Tannerelli, Money Mike Dines, Tammy Friley, and Chris Aird out there. Kenny Carroll looks to the inside of A.P. Wren down the backstretch.
Coming up on 20.
John Ramser still showing the way. Ryan Tedesco in second. He's right there on Ramser's tail. Kenny Carroll's goes on the inside of A.P. Wren. Kenny Carroll up to third.
Up on 23.
White flag will be out this next time by. Nose to tail there. White flag falls on John Ramser to go into turn 1.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Kenny Carroll goes to the inside of Ryan Tedesco.
Yeah, watch here.
Here's a wreck.
He's going to let Ryan go. Doug ain't going to let Kenny get dead.
Ramser, Tedesco, Carroll, McMillan, and A.P. Wren, your top 5. Battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th right there. Nose to tail, it's going to be Bob Eichel. Oh, Nelly. 15 laps still go. That moves Richard Stallmaker up on the outside pole.
98 cars so ugly it's all
I was down there. I was here. I was here.
That's maybe.
Here, the other side of the track. No, one didn't start. We started 16. 7's already out.
Here we go.
No, he won't. He's black flagging. Yes, I. Sorry.
Roger Leinert out in front. Randy Rice in that second spot. Jamie Warner in third.
Oh, Mabel!
Oh, no!
Look at him. Oh, good. Oh, look at
I thought we were finally going to kill it, but it didn't happen.
I tell you what, that car's been... Better watch Bittaker there in the back as he shakes down that car. That left tire kind of wobbly, right tire kind of wobbly there in the rear side. Can't hurt it though.
I wish you got you split out.
Yeah.
You know you can.
Give him a chance to come up with the bag.
Roger Liner down in front. Randy Rice in that second spot. Oh man, look at that shock in the back over there. He's just bouncing. Roger Liner, Randy Rice, Jamie Warner, Tim Dreher.
That's only one line. That's two. I got him on the first three. No, you don't do that.
Randy Rice off the pace in 41. Jimmy Orr trying to get up by Tim Dreher there for that third spot. Bill Bittaker on the outside of Bill Westlake.
Black, yellow, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow.
Yella coming out.
912.
Coming out for the leader.
He ran a 17.51. He qualified at an 18.243. He just won a 17.9.
That puts Jamie Warner into the lead.
Four, John, four.
4 laps in, 11 to go. We got a green.
Red lights on. Go to the yellow, Dean. Go to the yellow over there. Go to the yellow.
Lights on. Jimmy Orr on the inside. Jimmy Orr, your new race leader.
Whatever, Lenny Orr, he went out.
Jamie. front. Jimmy Warner in second. Third is Tim Dreher. In fourth right now on the outside, it's Wild Bill Bittaker. He's coming back up through the pack. Halfway. Jimmy Orr out in front. Jamie Warner holds on to that second spot. Third's Tim Dreher. Fourth, Bill Bittaker. Fifth, William Obule. Then Bill Westlake, Joe Leinert, Kevin McClintock, Dan Gosser, Roger Leinert, Richard Stallmaker, and Randy Rice out there racing.
I can't believe that.
Oh, that line is all messed up on it. Most stuff on it.
5 to go. Bill Bittaker stalling at that wheel. Trying to get by Tim Dreher for that third spot. Uh-oh. William Obule gets back by him. Oh! Look at that.
That bob's all over. He's 50 soft bob. 59's in the middle.
Jimmy Orr out in front, all by himself. Jamie Warner in second. Third is Tim Dreher. Fourth, Bill Bittaker. Yeah, Bill Hopalong Cassidy Bittaker out there. White flag coming out. One more lap to go. Final lap. Down the backstretch one more time. Jimmy Orr's going to win it. Your battles for third, fourth, and fifth back here. Here comes Bill one more time as Jimmy Orr wins it. Oh, what a race.
3T's gun shy, man.
He beat him, didn't he? No.
No.
32 3T. Come on. No. 32.